What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So as you guys know, the Archangel Directive event is back. We've got the control mode back in the game, and DICE probably thinks that this is new content, and because of that, there's a post on Twitter posted by Battlefield's official account saying that we've got control from February 20th to March 5th. So I was just wondering what people think about what DICE is doing to the game, and I was like scrolling in the comments section of that post, and there was literally not a single positive comment about this Archangel Directive event coming back to the game. And I was like, let's just make a video about these comments, reading them, and like criticize how accurate they actually are. Because people think it's just a bunch of content creators who are like unsatisfied with what DICE is doing to the franchise, and that's it. But according to many factors, one of which being the player count for Battlefield 2042, which is roughly 10,000 players on Steam, we can make sure that it's not just about a bunch of content creators spreading hate for DICE. The whole community is just enraged by what DICE is doing to the franchise and Battlefield 2042 specifically. So we're gonna read the comments. Of course, there will be a gameplay in the background because just reading comments and scrolling down on Twitter is going to be boring as hell. So I'm just not going to do that. There will be gameplay, and I'm going to just read the comments and let's see how accurate people are. So before we start the video, I wanted to let you know that liking the video will really help the channel to grow bigger and bigger day by day. And if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, because news of Battlefield 2042 and the upcoming Battlefield game on 2025 will also be covered in the channel. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the post goes like this: your squad is the deadliest weapon on the battlefield once united. Work together to secure victory in control. Take back control from February 20th to March 5th. So that's the whole thing with a little trailer, like a 60-second teaser trailer, something like that. But let's get to the comment section, which is a pretty hot place this time around. MJ says, or fix squads by adding persistent servers, server browser, enabling VoIP chat by default. Well, that's only one of the issues that this dude is pointing out. Someone else says, once we lose control, then what? That's like a really interesting comment right there, because the whole thing is about the control mode, and he says once we lose control, then what? That's exactly what's happening in the game right now. The fans have just stopped playing the game. The numbers really say it all. Like Battlefield 5 has like 5 times more players. So another one says, this game is nothing like Battlefield. I can agree to that. We want Battlefield back. We want old DICE back, the company we used to trust blindly. There's nothing against it. There's just nothing against that. I'm gonna like it as well. BF 2042 has anti-Battlefield maps. That's really interesting. They're too small and confined, which is quite the opposite. They're not small. They're actually made for 128 player modes. They're actually bigger than they're supposed to be. At least they don't have enough like essence in them, regardless of being big, because we've had big maps in Battlefield series. Gulf of Oman from Battlefield 3 was a huge map with lots of sand everywhere. Maybe you can somehow like compare it to Hourglass, because there was a lot of sand, a lot of open spaces, and there was also a sandstorm. It had some kind of an essence with all the naval vehicles being out there. That just kind of filled the gap. But that's not the case for Battlefield 2042. He continues with bad vehicle gameplay, which is absolutely true. Too much arcade gun and run BS. When real Battlefield? Well, I guess we have to wait until 2025 to see if the next Battlefield is going to be a real Battlefield game or what. So moving on. Justin says, it's still hurting my ears every time Redacted loading screen soundtrack plays over Flashpoint or Spearhead or any of the vanilla maps. Please stop. Well, that's probably a bug happening. I guess it just happened to me like once or twice. It's not something that kind of hurt me, but I mean, it's negative, right? Has nothing to do with the actual post itself. And someone else says, stop thinking reloading your gun looks cool. That's something that really happens in many teaser trailers and many of the trailers in Battlefield 2042 for some reason. Nobody knows why. It's just something that happens every now and then. Someone says, still no servers. I don't think they're ever going to add server browsers to Battlefield 2042. It's way too late. It's almost 2.5 years. I don't think there will be a server browser. I just don't think DICE will put that much effort into an already dead game. That's like impossible. Just give us Season 7 for fuck's sake. Well, that's another one. Begging for new content. That's what's happening here. New Season 7, another one. Great mode, glad it's back. But can we get Season 7 soon? Well, Control was a good mode. I'm not really against that. But here we go again. But can we get Season 7 soon? That's like literally saying the same thing as the two previous comments. If the return of Control was somehow cool, people wouldn't ask for new content or for Season 7. It's just repeating the same thing. You guys should work together on the development of Bad Company 3. Well, for some reason, the community thinks or wants to think that the next Battlefield game is going to be Bad Company 3. I have no idea why they're actually trying so hard to convince DICE to make a Bad Company 3 when if DICE is messed up, whatever they make is going to be messed up. It doesn't matter if it's going to be Battlefield Bad Company 3. It doesn't matter if it's going to be, Battlefield something. It doesn't matter. If DICE can't deliver, the next Battlefield game will be messed up, regardless of the title, right? So I don't really know what's the point of wanting Bad Company 3 at the moment, when we don't even know if they can deliver a true Bad Company experience anymore. Devs doing all these long wait periods and excuses for delays on everything. This is why everyone stops playing. Absolutely. Was hoping Season 7 would drop March 5th, but I bet they delay that to mid-March, if not the end of the month. What are you guys doing all day at work? That's just a good question. I kind of knew from the moment they said they were going to delay Season 7 until March. I kind of knew that it's going to be the end of March because they can't literally provide what's needed in time. I'm still waiting for these buildings to be like in Battlefield 4. The destruction on everything is what made Battlefield, but now Battlefield today just feels like Call of Duty, but with better vehicles. I mean, what can I say? Someone else says, with a GIF, of course, y'all got any more of them new maps? Not even 2 new maps can save this title, mate. Just saying. Someone actually commented something that I believe is like super stupid. I don't know, maybe he's mad at his squad mates or like teammates, medics that run over his dead body, but then implement a punishment when a squad mate lets you bleed out within 5 meters. That would be awesome. No, that wouldn't be awesome at all. Like, that was never a part of a Battlefield game ever, and that's really ridiculous because there are times when you just can't do anything for your squad mate. Not every medic is a stupid person. You can't just implement a punishment for a squad mate that lets you bleed out in a specific radius. That's just like, that's not a good idea. Let's just skip this one. Just fix the in-game freezing, server connection bugs, HDR, etc. please. Well, there's an interesting problem you might have noticed in the videos, especially if you watch on like 1080p 60 FPS or 720 60 FPS. My game is not as smooth as it used to be 2 months ago. And there's a problem currently in Battlefield 2042 where you get a lot of FPS, like more than enough, more than your monitor can basically handle, but you feel like your FPS is like 45, 50, something like that. And it's a very hard problem to explain, but it exists, and there are posts about it on Reddit or just on the internet in general. There's not a lot of people with this problem, but it's like a freaking cancer. It just grows worse and worse every single day. And unfortunately, I'm just facing this issue right now. My whole game is just crashing down every time I just start shooting. I'm in some place with intense gunfights, let's say. The game just breaks for no reason. This is only one of the performance issues that this game has in 2024. So, since I mastered Season 6 and completed all weekly missions including bonus missions, what would I be earning by completing this seasonal event? A weapon skin? Character skin? Most of the skins I find pointless because I don't want to stand out on the battlefield. Camouflage, please. Well, for completing this seasonal event, you're not gonna earn anything, dude. Probably a weapon skin, some charm, just like always, but you're not gonna earn anything. Let's be honest about it. I kind of had an idea of giving some kind of a bonus to people who have completed the main battle pass. Maybe there's like milestones for every 100 or 200 battle pass points people get, and they get something in return. That way people have like more passion to be completing those weekly challenges, you know? But that's not what's happening right now in the game. And no, dude, you're not gonna get anything apart from some weapon skins and, I don't know, a headgear. That's just all they've got to offer. This is really one of the good comments here, and I believe that recycling symbol kind of pointing to Battlefield Redux, maybe he's saying that we've got another Battlefield Redux actually going on right now, but DICE just doesn't want to call it a Battlefield Redux 2. I believe that's exactly what's happening. All these delays kind of remind me of Battlefield Redux. But anyway, let's move on. At hardcore servers, not on Portal. This dude is just mad, I guess. There is no server browser for just like normal Battlefield, let alone hardcore servers. And if there's a priority for adding a server browser to a Battlefield game, the priority should be normal servers, not hardcore, because hardcore is, like it or not a main Battlefield mode. I'm sorry to break it to you. Let's move on. Why has nearly every weapon the same COD reloading animation? It's kind of a vague question here. I did not play this since launch. The amount of love and work put into this game over the years has sparked my interest once more, and I am back. I have played 50 hours and it's been so much fun. Well, this dude hasn't been around to kind of understand what people are suffering from in Battlefield 2042, and the amount of love and work put into this game over the years is not much, believe it or not. Another dude says, so Season 7 is March 6th or 7th? Gotcha. This actually points out to Archangel Directive event coming to an end in March 5th. Nothing more. How about the map rotation at least? No one cares about game modes and cosmetics. Game needs some real content added, a server browser, or at least this promised map rotation. The map rotation issue is getting more and more often these days. Let's say you're playing on Hourglass. The match comes to an end and your next map is Hourglass again. That causes some of the players who are not as patient as others just leave the server, and the lobby literally becomes a bots lobby. And since Battlefield 2042 has so much players, that lobby stays empty for the eternity. That's what literally happens. With every update, it becomes less Battlefield, which is relatable. Bring back old school Battlefield. Stop turning into Call of Duty. Stop turning into Call of Duty. Well, I mean, Battlefield 2042 definitely has a fast-paced gameplay, but I don't think it's turning into some kind of Call of Duty stuff. It's sad when YouTube streamers have to take breaks or step out to something else because the current Battlefield game never has nothing to talk about that's interesting. That is very relatable for me as a content creator because it's really hard these days to make videos about Battlefield 2042. It's really hard because there's literally nothing happening in the game, and I've pointed this out so many times in my videos. It's hard as a player, but as a content creator, it's just way harder. You guys ruined the franchise. Where's the Season 7 reveal? Well, it's not ready yet. I can tell you that. They're working on some kind of a fancy trailer, I believe, because the trailer team, as usual, and as you guys all know, are just awesome creating lies in trailers. Yeah, they're doing their best to make some kind of a fantastic trailer to just get people back in the game, but I do believe it's not ready yet. They're not even giving us hints about Season 7. There's literally nothing going on. If you guys remember, before Season 6 was revealed, we got tons of coordinates and secrets and, I don't know, player cards, Easter eggs all over the maps. For this one, we literally got nothing yet, and we're getting closer and closer to March. So I don't know what DICE is doing. I don't think DICE knows what they're doing, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just love T1 skins for vault weapons at this point. Well, at this point, the only thing that doesn't matter is like T1 skins for vault weapons. Really, dude. I mean, come on. Is that really what you want? Shit just feels like Call of Duty at this point. Go back to the original Battlefield we all fell in love with. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Season 7 should have been not delayed. Whole month of old content is not keeping the player base. This isn't Battlefield, and DICE should change their name. The perfect name would be Clown. Anyway, first of all, where's the new vehicle? I don't think we're gonna have a new vehicle on Season 7. I don't even know what this dude is talking about, so let's move on. Does this mean we will see Season 7 information on Friday, March 1st? When Season 7 released on Tuesday, March 12th or Tuesday, March 5th, I should be able to complete all Archangel Directive event missions within 15 days on both of my accounts. Hoorah! Mr. Battlefield, your concerns are not as important as the others, I can say. Can you guys just open up all the guns from the older time periods? I'd love to run around as Falk with a Thompson. Like, why do you need a Thompson in 2042? Is Season 7 delayed? I'm confused. Well, Season 7 was delayed 2 months ago. We should have got Season 7 2 months ago, and it's delayed until right now. I'm not sure about future delays, but it's already delayed, what we call Season 7. Take a note from Hell Let Loose and take the game back to Battlefield Originals. Well, I don't really know much about Hell Let Loose. I've seen gameplays, but I don't know anything about what they've done that's worth taking a note from. Season 7 reveal, come on. Why in the actual hell is the PS5 version of the game almost $80? $80. I was all happy when I pre-ordered back then and everything, but now I have to buy it again to play it with better graphics and all that. What the fuck, EA? Well, that's just the greedy EA. You can't do anything about it, dude. DICE should at least announce Season 7 and what we're going to get in it. Well, I do believe DICE doesn't even know what we're gonna get in Season 7 just yet. And that's why we just don't get anything about it, because the actual Season 7 is a big question mark even for DICE. That is just genuinely what I believe about Season 7. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I've seen so far, that's just all I can think about. Season 7, next Battlefield? Not yet, dude. Focus the game and release a new season with a lot of content now, DICE. Not this BS. Well, a lot of content is gonna be 2 maps, if you consider that as a lot of content, and an unknown amount of weapons, which I don't think it's gonna exceed 4 or 5. The most they can do is like 5. Implement it. What the hell? This one is Spanish. Sorry, dude. Bring back Shutdown 12 versus 12. That's where you find out if you're good or not. Get good. Well, this dude is just trying to look badass. Another day, another DICE post swarmed by a small army of entitled toxic children. Well, let me tell you, dude. Most of the people who comment down here are not toxic. Definitely not children. The children are developing Battlefield 2042 and the next Battlefield title, let me tell you. And that's why people are being what you call toxic here, because their franchise is going down the drain. So next time you want to comment down something like this, just think twice. Maybe you realize why are people mad. Maybe. And another one says this mode is pure ass. Maybe it's not that bad, but having it again is just, as an event, like having a whole new event back is not like anything special here. And that's about it, guys. I tried to read all the comments. As you guys are seeing, there's literally 0 positive comments down there. Literally 0 positive comments. That just says it all. I have no idea about Season 7. I have no idea when are we getting a hint or a reveal, maybe. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think about Season 7. Let me know what you think about the state of Battlefield 2042 right now, or maybe the next Battlefield game. Do you think the next Battlefield game is going to be something awesome, or it's just going to be a Battlefield 2042 overhaul, let's say? So hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you enjoy videos like this one. If you do, I'm just going to make more of them. So yeah, go down in the comment section and let me know all that. And until next time, guys, stay cool.